morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Get Rich 101 show. I'm tired. You can already tell. I'm tired. Let me get my dad on here. Give him a drum roll, and we'll pick it up from there. Here we go. Morning, Pop.
Good morning to you and all.
Thank you.
Why are you tired?
Cause Fee got me up. At like 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. to go running. I was like, "You going running?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well,
it's still dark, right?"
Yeah, it was still dark.
Okay.
And I was like, "All right, well, let's do meditation first. So we did the meditation at 6, and after that, I got real quiet, so she could fall back asleep. And she fell asleep for a little bit, but then she woke up. Was like, "All right, let's go." And we got up, we got out, and we were running in the can't see time. Like
Okay.
you see people who couldn't see them, and we ran a mile and a half, and we ran into one of her friends who I just met, and he said something interesting. He said that negativity looks for someplace to go. Negativity looks for someplace to go. And he started talking about this guy who basically he was suggesting something negative. I won't get into what it was, but he was suggesting something negative. And then the guy said and stepped back. And took a step back. And the negativity found its way around him and lodged itself someplace else. I thought that was good. That's a really good lesson because people will say things all the time. People do things all the time. And if you just are able to take a step back and let the negativity move around you, you can still avoid it. You know?
Well, yeah, I guess I agree with that. But there's another way too. You can just kind of ignore it and keep moving in a positive direction.
Yeah. Ashe. So look, I just found something that a highlight from this morning. Even though I was up early, I got to meet Fee's friend and connect that sense of negativity and how to avoid it. So that's cool.
Absolutely.
That's cool. Yeah.
So were there many people out?
Yeah.
Wow.
There were. Like, I don't usually get up that early. I get up early, but not that early. And I noticed there were a lot of people out, and even things that were available to us usually when we go out running weren't available to us. Like there's this gate that lets us off into an area of the High Line. The High Line is an elevated park. It's elevated like on train tracks.
Okay.
But it was shut and closed. And we were like, oh, well, I guess we have to go around. So we have to go around some other way. But it was interesting that because we usually go there and it's open. Like, just in terms of the delay, in terms of the time, Yeah. That's your ringtone going off.
Yeah. Let it go.
Okay.
Let it play.
Yeah. But so I saw a number of people out there doing what they do, and it was interesting to me that he was out there because I was wondering, Fee, do you know where he was going after that? Does he have a job he goes to?
I don't know until he comes on the show.
Okay. Well, so he's got a table. He's got all kinds of things like candy, gumdrops, gloves, everything. He has it for sale early in the morning, like early, like 5, you know. And how old?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. He's there 3 a.m. And I'm wondering if he's doing that before a job or not. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. So yeah, we
So he has a spot.
He's got a spot. Yeah,
okay.
He's got a spot. Yeah. Yeah, so we did that, and then we came in, and then Fee went right into a workout. I don't know how she does it. We were running, we finished running, and we come inside, and she started doing a workout. I was like, oh my goodness! I just had to sit still for a minute, and I did some push-ups and sit-ups after she finished. And by the way, my doorman's been really helpful with this because he's got me using a band like this and tying the band behind myself and pushing up like this. And the extra resistance of the band gives me extra resistance. I was like, all right, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It still hurts my right hand, but it's gonna hurt regardless.
How you doing with that, incidentally?
How am I doing with it?
Yeah, with the pain and the professionals.
Yeah, I'm going to see one today. I'm going to see the pain doctor today.
Okay.
And it is what it is at this point. Like I am hopeful for something that's going to change my feeling, right? But what they gave me before, it just made me sleepy. It didn't give me any change in my feeling. And so I'm going to try whatever he said he's got one more prescription on deck.
Okay.
So we're going to try that out today and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So seems like you're making peace with this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm making some sort of peace. I'm making some sort of peace.
Okay.
Like I'm not peaceful with it, but it is what it is. Like I feel it still, and so when I met her friend this morning, I gave him a fist bump because I've noticed that when I open my hand to shake people's hand like that, it hurts my hand, and so I just had to, do the fist, and that helps preserve me. And so that's something I have to do all the time now, all the time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, people do different things. I mean, obviously, fist bump, handshake, hug, shoulder bump. There is no standard now for greeting, or exiting.
That's right.
It's any combination of or many different things.
Right. Well,
I prefer the hand pump, to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah? What's it look like?
Huh?
What's it look like? Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, what you were talking about.
Yeah. I share.
Yeah. Listen, you need to maybe with other members of the family, probably Mama Janet in particular, trying to get a contact and information to the rest of the family. Janet and I went to her mother's gravesite yesterday. It was her mother's birthday. She would have been 98 as of yesterday. Another member of the family was there, her brother and her sister, our sister-in-law. And she asked about you. And I said, oh, he's doing okay. I'll see him tomorrow morning on television. She said, well, what channel? I said, I don't know.
It's on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay. Well, what I'm really saying is that you need to work out a plan. Get everybody on board, if they want to be. Give them information so they can come on. I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah. Like a card or something?
Yeah, basic information. You're on 5 days a week, 10 days a week, at 9:45 to blah 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 on blah blah blah.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, because I'm on at a time where most people go to work, but they can still watch it later in the day. Once I click finished, it's just gonna play and play and play and play. So it'll repeat itself. But yeah,
Okay,
I'll do that. I'll do that.
good. I mean, and that gets the whole family connected to you, and and know about what you're doing and what you plan to do and are trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? For simplicity's sake, let's say I'm just saying if somebody asks you today, let's just say it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And they can just search for me, and then it'll
Okay.
come up. So yeah, I'll get that together though. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Here's Speed King saying, "That's a great suggestion, Papa George." Papa George. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Fee's saying having other people, family members, come on to watch and share. That's interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just kind of got off to a start. So let me finish saying what I'm supposed to say. So thank you to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and the opportunity to be here, to grow, and reminder that this is a space for financials, but I am not a financial advisor. So take what I give you with a grain of salt. With a grain of salt, mix your salt in there and go, and go, and go. Yeah. So speaking of which, I've been watching a show, How to Get Rich. It's by this guy, Sethi Ramit or something like that. But he's been talking about how to get rich, and I've been watching it on mute, and I've been watching it on mute with the sound with the subtitles on. I've been watching it over and over again, and he's been saying some really interesting things. Now I don't like his overall approach. I don't like, right? I don't like his whole thing, but I appreciate some of his topics because he's like you got to fight debt and invest at the same time. At the same time. Now I haven't heard that before. I've not heard anybody say at the same time before, and that's important.
It sounds like a contradiction too.
Contradiction? What you mean?
Well, how can you do two opposites at the same time and expect, I assume, a positive result?
Yeah. So this is what he's doing. He was talking to this guy. He was talking to this guy who just got married. He was telling him that wanted him to do this. And he was saying what he did was he said you're gonna go in line for all your debts and pay up for all your debts, right? But don't just do that. Also give some money to investment. So can you give away like he came up with a percentage like like $50. He said, can you give 50 bucks over to investment? He said, yes. So do that then. Pay your things, pay your debts, but also put $50 away towards investment at the same time. Because that's critical. That's critical. Because I remember when I had I asked this guy how to become wealthy. He said, pay off all your debts. I paid off all my debts, but nothing happened. Nothing happened out in the world. Nothing happened. And if I'd been putting that $50 outside into investing, man, I'd be chilling now. I would be chilling.
Well, that's great. That you ran into this guy. And you were watching, and you have now reached a point where you need to make a move. Really, that's where you are. But you also should remember that you, uh, with the contact and advice, have gotten a lot of family members invested recently in certain platforms. We are relatively happy with our position.
Yeah, yeah, because because I've just been so caught up into wealth because of that short ambulance ride, a very short ambulance ride from where I had my stroke to the hospital. It was very short. It's like a mile, and it cost $1,000, and I didn't have insurance. And I was like, whoa, like that kind of high stress point in terms of money forced me to think differently about money. And so I can honestly say that I would not have come up on um, on Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab. I never would have come up on Charles Schwab if I hadn't had the stroke, because I wouldn't have been as interested. And then, so that means I wouldn't have gotten you involved. I wouldn't have gotten other people involved. Because my focus is on intelligent thinking around money. Yeah.
Well, critical thinking is fine, but you got to also do some action.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where we are right with this.
Yeah, we made some moves. we made some moves. Yeah. And he's out on maternity leave now. But yeah, we made some moves with him. And for those of you that are watching and don't know what we're talking about Charles Schwab. And we made is that your coffee, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. Man. All right. Anyway. So what we're doing is we went to a brick and mortar, brick and mortar place. It said it was for. Well, it didn't say anything. It just says Charles Schwab. It just doesn't say anything. And I went in one day, and I got hooked up with this guy who was giving these all the info. And so yeah, it's a really good thing. I got my parents involved. They think it's great, and so everyone's involved now, and we're spreading the love because we this is information we need to know. We need to know soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's like having money in your front pocket and a source or in your back pocket.
Yeah, a source. So what you mean, like
investment? Something that's working. That you can move from the back pocket to the front pocket, or let it stay in the back pocket.
Right. So let me see what Fee's saying. How do you fight debt and invest at the same time? Great question. It's possible to do both by making some adjustments in your lifestyle. Yes, that's the key. That is the key. That's the key right now for me, is you have to do both at the same time. You can't go too far to the debt side, or you can't go too far to the investment side. You have to do both at the same time at the same spiel. And that's what I got from the guy, How to Be Rich. He really got that honed in for me, because that's really important. And he just said it really quick. He said it really quick, but I was like, wait a minute. And I rewound it a couple times. Yeah.
Well, think about it. That's essentially what we're doing with Charles Schwab. I mean, we are investing money, and some of it is sitting and worth and available, so we can draw down on it if we want. And others, another part of our resources are making money. It's based on obviously timing and a plan, but it's working for us as folks to just sit and say, like in a savings account,
right,
or under the pillow.
Yeah, but you ain't got no debt, Pop. You ain't got no debt. You ain't got no. You got small amounts of debt, but we talk about for real debt now.
Oh, I hear you. Okay.
So that's why we have to balance. We got to balance a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. All right. And so speaking, saying get a wealth manager. Yes, a wealth advisor. So on Sunday, I went to church, Pop, and I rode with Reverend Melissa. She picked me up. I was riding with her, and I chose to just look out the window and let them talk. She was talking to her musician. I was just looking out the window, and then she said, the woman who plays the guitar says, "So what's happening with you, Mr. Financial Wizard?" And I fell out laughing. I was like, "What?" I fell out laughing. And I was like, "What? Are you talking to me?" She's talking to you. I'm talking to you. I was like,
"Who are you talking
to?" Yeah, that was so funny to me. And so then we talked. I said, "Well, what's your deal? What is it that you're struggling with?" And we talked about it. We talked about it from there until the rest of the rest of the car ride. So like maybe half an hour or so. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was going to be it, but she joined this group we have online. We just created, and she lit it up. She's been doing all the things. She's been, making an appointment with Charles Schwab. She's been making a budget with her bank. She's doing all these things just from that one conversation with me, and so that got me feeling very happy and proud of myself for being able to. Yeah,
important.
Yeah, that I'm able to represent being called a financial wizard. That I am able to direct people in some sense to move themselves towards making better money decisions, and so that's a big thing for me.
Amen.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it, and we just started this group, and we've got people coming into the group. Oh, that's what I could tell people. I could tell people to come into this group.
Wait a minute, tell people what the group is.
Yeah, the group is it's just like a Facebook, something like that, but it's a place where you go and just talk about money. That's really what we talk about. Okay. Talk about and physically fit because of feed. She's doing physically fit stuff, and I'm doing fiscally fit.
Right.
Yeah, and so I can give people that contact, and when the show comes on, they can check out both. And I can, see how it comes with them.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, Pops. So what's been going on?
Hey, the major thing happened yesterday. Your brother and I, Jimmy, removed all of the yard furniture into the house.
Into the house? You're not going to leave
it? Under the deck. Not really. Yeah. So now, the guys who cut the grass don't have to move anything. They can just cut the grass, but they're probably only going to do it once or twice more, and then end it for the season and start back maybe in the spring. But right now, the yard is available to the wild turkeys,
right.
The squirrels, and rabbits, and so there will be there'll be no limitations for them to get around in the yard anymore.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about putting a deck, like a covered something out there
in the yard?
Yeah, like something like like with a covering, with the roof?
No, I mean we use the deck, under the deck.
Okay.
Of the house.
Okay.
So that's where it all is stacked up now.
Okay.
And you know that's in addition to the furniture, the chemicals and or salt is also under there, and choppers obviously for when the hawk really comes and brings that white stuff. That's the fighting equipment.
Yeah, that white stuff. That white stuff's real. White stuff's real.
Yeah, especially in New England.
Yeah, for real. All right, so I just put up the group information from Fee. It said join our physically and fiscally fit community on school.com, and there's a link to it, school.com, and then you go to the site. So also speaking of Michael, wait a minute, no, Malcolm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we would talk about we were talking in the board meeting. Yeah, the board meeting recently. And we would talk about all kinds of things. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a race. I'm going to create an ongoing race that has to do with my day for falling. Because my day was day 409. I've been running every day for 409 days, and that's when I fell according to the stroke. And that's the day that I'm going to start a run, a fitness run, for a small group of people to join in. And so I'm trying to get Roxbury Action Program involved and see what we can do.
Okay, you might also get them involved in this gathering, this group, or work specifically with the board.
I mean, what you mean?
To advise them to explain what you're doing and what you're doing with Malcolm, or will be doing with Malcolm. I'm not sure whether I know you've had a general discussion about SWAB with Malcolm, but I don't know where you are. But you could include the other members of the board as well.
Yeah, definitely. And so, yeah, it's going to be big. Here's speaking, filling in my notes. So we're going to do it in honor of my day 409.
Okay.
And she said it's going to be a big race because it's big. And so, yeah, I wanted to do it from now until. So that'll happen in July next year, and just build it in.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we can get that going.
Good.
Yeah, Pop. So we ran out of time. Anything you want to close us out with?
I would say we had a great day, and we talked more about money and investment than anything else. So that might be the and that's what your show is about, right?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be about. That's what it's supposed to be about. Yes, sir.
So I think remember, folks, we made the stand.
Yeah. Remember, folks, that now is better than perfect. No matter what you got going, just get started now. It's better than perfect.
Yeah, you can work on being perfect, but starting is the step.
It's right. Starting the step. All right, folks. I see you guys later.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.